According to the FBI, in 2021, there were approximately 2,000 active serial killers in the United States alone. Now, I want you to think about your childhood, the things that you experienced, the things that you like to do, and who you spent your time with. All of you are probably thinking of fairly normal things like playing sports, spending time with your family and friends, and having just an average childhood. Well, when you investigate the childhood of a serial killer, generally there are 3 telltale signs that those individuals have the potential to become violent. One of the most prominent signs is the killing of small animals such as birds, mice, stray cats and dogs, and etc. Another sign is one that most wouldn't notice as much: abuse, whether it be physical, mental, or sexual, that they're enduring when nobody else is around. The final sign that I will be talking about is arson. Generally, they have some sort of infatuation with fire. The first sign that we're going to be discussing is killing of small animals. According to crimemuseum.org, in 2021, serial killers generally kill to feel control. As a young child, they feel as though the only lives they can control are the lives of the small animals that they're taking. As they grow older and go through puberty, the control can become sexually exciting for them. For example, in Natural Born Killers by Bradley R. Johnson, they investigated an anonymous case study. Elle, their individual in this case, admitted to having thoughts about killing women. Elle then goes on to talk about the intentions of killing animals at a young age. While using his BB gun, he would kill up to 10 animals a day. From this article, Elle would shoot them, drown them, stab them, or light them on fire while they were still alive. In case 2, S told authors that he stole a fetal pig from his biology class. He mentioned how he was interested in the different textures and tastes of the pig, and how it made him sexually excited as he dissected it. An example of a well-known serial killer who killed animals as a child is Jeffrey Dahmer. According to PsychologyToday.com, the infamous Jeffrey Dahmer learned his butchering skills from killing the neighborhood cats and dogs as a child. PsychologyToday.com states that Jeffrey would skin them, decapitate them, and put their heads on pikes as a trophy. According to AETV.com, Jeffrey himself said that as a child he lit his friend's tadpole on fire, and he said, "If that's torturing animals, then I guess I did it." Now that we've discussed how killing animals is a sign, we're going to discuss the abuse that most serial killers go through as they're developing as a person. According to crimetraveler.org, in 2020, 50% of serial killers experience psychological abuse as children. 36% experience violent physical abuse, and 26% personally experience sexual abuse. For example, in the Incidents of Child Abuse and Serial Killers by Heather Michael and Michael G. Abbott, they conducted a study looking at the different kinds of abuse that serial killers endured as children. In this article, they state that all serial killers went through some type of child abuse. As the article states, over 40% of serial murderers reported being beaten and abused in their childhoods, and more than 70% said that they had witnessed or been a part of a sexually stressful event when they were young. Lastly, we're going to discuss the final sign that I've researched: an infatuation with fire. As serial killers are growing and developing as people, they crave the feeling of control. When killing small animals just isn't enough, they turn to fire, or incorporate the fire into the killings that they are already doing or taking place. The ability to manipulate and control the flame brings them some kind of satisfaction. If you look back to one of the first examples that we discussed, Elle, in the article by Natural Born Killers, stated that he killed animals by lighting them on fire. Another example is in the article Serial Killers by S. Freeman in 2019. It discusses that point exactly. It states many future serial killers also show a major interest in setting fires. Even though it is common for most young children to show some slight interest in fire, those with serial killing in their future are somewhat pyromaniacs. Psychologists say serial killers have a fetish with fire that is equivalent with that of an arsonist. Arson is psychologically attractive because it involves manipulating power and controlling something that serial killing also offers. In conclusion, I discussed the 3 main signs that are present in a serial killer's childhood, like the killing of small animals, any kind of abuse that they endured as children, and an infatuation with fire. As a recap, in the first article, Elle states that he would kill animals as a child by shooting them, stabbing them, drowning them, or lighting them on fire while they were still alive. In the second article, they discuss how 40% of serial murderers reported being beaten and abused in their childhoods, and more than 70% said that they had witnessed or been a part of a sexually traumatizing experience as a child. In the third article, they discuss how serial killers have a fascination with fire because of the manipulation that fire shows and the control that it offers them. Overall, these main signs can link to the development of a serial killer.